everyone, Amanda here. Thanks for joining me. So I'm going to do another item from my box of shame. It's turned into a bit of a series, so I will add this video to a playlist, and all the videos that I make to do with the box of shame will all be in one place, so you can go and have a look at them all. So here we go. So today I've borrowed, in inverted commas, an idea from one of my crafty ladies that I know from my, well, I've known her ages, but she's recently joined my Facebook group. I'm just going to see if I can find the photo. And she's been making some bits and bobs of stuff. And she made these, there we go, I took a photo. Her name's Debbie Wright, and she made these paper ruffles, and she did a no-sew version, so those are hers, and it just made me think, ooh, yeah, ruffles, I can make some paper ruffles. So, I mean, we've seen them before. I liked Debbie's particularly because she did a no-sew version. Not everybody's got a sewing machine, or if you're a little bit like me, I'm a little bit of a lazy crafter. And if I've got white in my sewing machine and it needs black, I can't always be bothered to swap it over because it takes me an hour to thread it. So I've got white in my sewing machine at the moment, so I'm not gonna swap it to black. So we're gonna do Debbie's no sew version. Oh, where's my, oh, here we go. So this is just a bit of tea-dyed paper. So I'm going to rip some bits of paper into kind of longish strips. Okay. From the box of shame. I've got this bit of card here to stop the ring light glaring on the glass mat. There's no other way I can't really avoid it. So I don't know if it's annoying to see as a viewer, but I am sorry, there's not a right lot I can do about it. Until I can manage to move house and get myself a proper custom made craft room, and then I'll have the ring light and the camera and everything on a bracket on the wall or something like that. But for now, we're gonna make do. Oh dear. Right, so I will part with these. They won't go back in the box of shame. I know people like to make something out of, but you know, it can go a bit far. It's not happening. Right, so I've got that. I've got some of this tissue, which is really lovely as well. Well, when I say tissue, it's meant to be tracing paper. But do you know what it reminds me of? I don't know if I should say. It reminds me of school toilet roll. That's what they used to give us. When I was at school, if you went to the toilet, that's what you got. What was it called? Can anybody remember? It was awful. Yeah, I didn't very often go to the toilet when I was at school. Although I went to school in the 80s, so don't know, you know, they might have changed it now. Kids are soft these days, aren't they? Oh dear, I'm lowering the tone again, I'm sorry, but that's what it reminds me of. So, yeah, I did think it was going to be a little bit thicker when I bought it, but do you know what, it makes nice pages, and it's nice to add in layers, like we're going to do right now. So I'll probably just do maybe one, a long one. I might do more than one. We'll see how we go. Alright, so I open my big mouth and then either things don't go to plan or I change my mind or whatever. So what I've got at the side of me here anyway, apart from my brew, let me just get a quick drink. I've got these die cuts that one of my lovely friends, Lynn, sent me. And I think they're the Sizzix or Tim Holtz wildflower dies. And what I did do last night, and knowing that I was going to do this video today, I put them in my spray box and I sprayed them with all sorts of distress inks and water, and then I've just inked the edges with peeled paint and a little sponge dauber. And I'm going to put those down the kind of length of the doodah what's it. So what I'm going to do first of all, I think I might get away with just using a glue stick for this first bit. So I'm just going to put, so I'm having my strips as long as I can get them Okay, there's no specific measurement there, just as long as you can get them. That's probably more or less A4 length and, I don't know, 1.5, 2 inch wide, I don't know. I just do it by eye. About 2 inch, yeah. Right, so that's that. And then I'm going to do some ruffles. So let's have a look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the ruffles. I'm going to do try the no glue. I want quite loose ruffles, I think. So there we go. So this is how I do them anyway. So yeah, I think. Yeah. So we're just going to concertina the paper, but I'm going to do it, you know, not... I think the goal here is to not have them the same. I mean, sometimes when you're sewing, if you've got a ruffling foot or something like that, you know, you're super good at sewing, then you can have them all uniform and neat and the exact same spaces between, and we're not going for that. We're not going for that. We're going for odd. Yeah, so that they're not all exactly the same. Maybe not even all lined up straight. Maybe that one will go to the side a bit, and then on the next one I'll maybe straighten it up a bit. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so all you need to do is a spot of glue under there, and then at the back a spot of glue there as well. So on each sort of concertina. So that'll concertina there and glue, and then it'll glue there. Alright? So normally you'd do this, wouldn't you? And then you'd just zap it through your sewing machine. But like I say, maybe you don't have a sewing machine. Not everybody does. Or maybe you're a lazy crafter like me that can't be bothered to change the colour in your machine. Okay, and by having the layer of the paper down the middle, it just, to me, gives it a more of a fabricy look. I don't know, I might be making that up, but in my mind it does. In my mind. In my mind. In my very sorrowful, crafty, where I think about nothing but paper mind. Yeah. So this is why we've started with a long piece, because, you know, once you've folded them up, they're not going to be awfully long. So it's not like a snippet where you're going to have it that full length and then cut it down. A ruffle is going to end up quite short, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm just putting a dab of glue in the centre. I'm not gluing all the way across. And the reason I'm not gluing all the way across is because I want these ruffles to be quite loose. Or as loose as I can get them. That one's not. I need to glue that one down. Go to the back there and glue that one. That one's not stuck. But I want them to be quite loose, so I'm only gluing in the middle, so that the ends purposely look quite loose and gappy. If you glue all the way across, then by definition, as you're gluing it, you're going to flatten it. So then it's just going to look like flat piece of paper. You don't want that. You want some dimension and some ruffle. So you want them curves showing. You don't want them to get all flat. So that's why we're only gluing in the middle. And then just pinch it with your finger. Okay? And then we'll do the last one. Quite loose like that. Yeah, that's alright. Double glue there. And a double glue at the back. Just inside the crease. Now if I'd have thought on, I would have inked everything before I stuck it together, but if you watch my videos, you'll know that I don't always think. Don't always think. It's that simple. So I'm just going to let that glue. That one just needs some... Does that need some extra glue there? Bit of extra glue there. And get that glued. Okay. You might need to wait for them to dry. I don't have patience for it. Alright. So there's one ruffle. So you'd make yourself a heap of these. Obviously I'm doing it a quick way because I'm filming. But you make yourself a heap of these. You could just keep those just in a basket, and then each time you do a journal, decorate them to match. Or decorate heaps all in one go. I'm not keen on making loads of things the same. The reason being, every journal that you make is different, and I like to coordinate my stuff specific to my journal. So if I'm doing for, you know, a nature themed journal, then having loads of flowers on is brilliant. But if I'm doing a steampunk journal, I don't want loads of flowers on. Instead, I'd want cogs on, or, you know, watch parts or whatever. So, you know, make some up, leave them plain, and then decorate them as you need them. But I know that I'm going to be doing a journal soon where I'm going to need some things with florals in, so I don't mind doing all of these. So I'll do one with you, and then I'll probably go away and what they call it, I'm going to do some more off camera. So what I'm going to do, mine aren't dry, so I need to be careful. I'm just going to ink the edges. And of course, if you want to sew it, that's fine. Go sew it. Do some wiggly stitching. Be fab. Absolutely fab. And I should have inked before I glued each bit, but not to worry. It's not that big of a deal, is it? Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look in my box of shame for some, and make, you know, and then what we normally do, and make a little cluster of things. So I want things with green on. I think I'm going to have some of this. Have some of this. Right. I want them. Shall I have the flowers? Or the leaves? I quite like that pink flower there. However, I'm making some journals for other people this month, and I know for a fact that one of them is not a big fan of pink. So I'll try and avoid too much pink. That's what I'll do. Now I could make a ruffle out of that. That would be pretty, wouldn't it? But I'm just trying to make a bit of a focal point. Let's have this. Bit of a flower here. Okay. Okie doke. That's one. And what I tend to do is, I've got a kind of like what I call a rule of three. So if I'm doing little clusters like that, I like to have 3 things on it. 3 different things on it. I just think, I don't know why. That's just how I, you know, if you have yourself a little kind of a formula for things, and you do it each time, then you know you're going to get a successful outcome because you've done it before. You know, you don't need to reinvent the wheel every time you do something. Just do it the same as you did it last time, because you know it works. Okay, and I know that layering things in 3s works. Don't ask me why, it just does. Like if you're doing a little cluster of flowers, if you put 3 together it works. If you put 4, then it starts looking odd, and then you need 5. And so on and so on. Right, so what I've got here at the side of me as well, I've taken out of my box of oddments, I call it. I've taken out various tickets and labels and numbers and things like that. So let's have a look what we've got. Quite like that. I love these labels. I think I got these from Graphics Fairer. I'm going to glue that on. And put it kind of central. Might end up getting covered up, but not to worry. I know it's there. And then I'm just going to put some glue. Come on, I'm getting to the bottom of this one and it's all gloopy. I will open a new one, but I like to get as much out of them as I can because I'm tight. Okay, that's that. Right, so I'm going to put one of these right across. Right, that label's not straight. Let me get that. Needs to be straight. That's better. Right, so what I might do is add a little number. Quite fancy a little number. Oh, that's really nice, isn't it? I feel like I need something else there. Like I said, layers of 3. Let's have a look. I need something here. I really like them. I really like them. I've changed my mind with this. Changed my mind with that. I don't want that sticking out. Do I want it like that? Like that. That's nice, isn't it? And then this. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? What else can I put on it? I'm never done, me. I'm terrible. I will layer and layer and layer. Oh, that's nice as well. Save that. Right, so I'm having these on because I do like them. So I know I said a layer of 3 and I've got a bit of a layer of 4 going on there, but never mind. I really like these labels. Right. Come on, don't let me down. Come on, glue. I need to... You can put acetate and stuff in them, I know you can, but... I feel like it makes it work for a little bit and then it just goes back to glue it. And I don't think it matters what kind of glue you use. When you get into the bottom of a tub of glue, it is what it is. It's a crafter's curse. I think these are from Artemis, these ones. I've got all sorts in my collection, but a lot of my tickets and labels and oddments have come from Artemis. Those white numbers there are Artemis. Artemis and Graphics Fairy, that's where I get most of my stuff. I'm just layering up there. Okay, right, so I'm happy with that now. So now I'm going to pick my greenery. Do I want that one or do I want that? I quite like these big, these. I do like that. I'm having that. Don't know quite know how I'm going to glue that on. I think I'll use some PVA that's a little bit thinner. Yeah. I've finally unblocked my glue. I edited out the bit where I was getting a bit irate with it. Bit of a mentalist. Right, so we're going to put this lovely greenery on here, okay? And that glue will dry clear so you won't see it, so I'm not worried. And then we're going to put this on our ruffle, fairly central. So let me see if this glue is going to play ball and let me have some. Oh, well done. Thank you. Yep. That's that one. I'm going to add it in the middle but to the side so that you can still see the ruffle there. Yeah. Lovely jubbly. And then I'm going to have a either a flower or a butterfly. Flower or a butterfly. Quick drink of my brew. Let's have a look. I've just fast forwarded this part, everybody, because I literally couldn't decide which butterfly to use. It took me quite a while and quite a few attempts to find the right shape and colour. So I fast forwarded it for you. Alright. Right, so that one's nice, it's going on. Come on. There we go. Alright, so that will go on there like so. And then, I mean, you can add jewels or whatever. Let's have a word, let's have a look. Where are my words? Words, I quite like this beautiful one here. But I don't know if it's a little bit on the big side. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what we've got. Field notes, that's nice, isn't it? Flourish, forever, timeless. I need to print some more of those little ones out. Beautiful. I like the field notes. I think that's nice. I think that's an Artie Mays one. And Journey. What else have I got? Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. Oh, that might be nice with that little saying. These are Artie Mays ones. But I don't want to cover all of that leaf up. And that's the only other thing. Okay. I'm having that. Right, let's not mess about. It is too large though, so I'm just going to have to just trim it. It's a little bit on the... Oh, it's about as straight as a Roman road, that. I'm just going to trim it down, but I like the font on these. Goodness knows which kit they've come from, but it's an Artie Mays one. Because I don't... packs of words are not something that I really buy, so that it will either have been an Artie Mays kit or a freebie. I like that. On her Facebook page. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And that can go there now, yep. Let me make that a bit darker. In fact, I'm going to make it black. Okay. Garth, trying to join party. Didn't ask you to. Right. I need to get some... I'm going to have to do what I don't normally do, and that is pre-film some videos. Because I've got an extremely busy weekend. My baby, my youngest child, is 15 on Monday, so we're doing a lot of the celebrations over the weekend while everybody's off work, and I'm helping looking after my grandchildren because their mum's going to a convention, so I'm going to be a bit busy. I'm not going to have a lot of time for crafting. I'm on mum duty, so I might do some pre-filming. So there we go. Do you think I need some sparkle on there? I'm going to leave it as it is. I think that's really pretty. So there you go, there's one. It might have took me an hour to make it, but you know, it's a nice idea. Give it a try. I do find that it will take me ages to make the first one, and then thereafter I get like in a system and in a flow, so I could probably make another 3 or 4 in the same time it's taken me to make one. So you can soon get them together once you've got the formula. Then just copy what you've done but use a different butterfly and maybe different tickets, but put them in the same position, and that's how you get where you make them quick. So there you go. I'll make a heap more and you will see them in the thumbnail for the video. I hope it gives you some ideas and inspiration and ways to use up your box of shame. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Debbie for the idea. Take care and I'll see you soon. Bye.